The year is 2125. Cartagena de Indias, once a jewel of the Spanish Main, now glitters under a different kind of treasure. Towers of steel and glass pierce the humid night. Holographic advertisements for cybernetics and synthetic pleasures blaze across ancient walls. This is a city living on the razor's edge of the future. Drones buzz through the neon-drenched alleys like metallic fireflies. In the barrios, life pulses to a different rhythm, a chaotic symphony of reggaeton, salsa, and the hum of illicit cybernetic surgery. This is where you'd find Elian el Corsario Mendoza, if you knew where to look. They called him El Corsario, a name whispered in the back alleys of Getsemani, a former cyber-mercenary haunted by memories he couldn't erase. His past was etched onto his augmented body, a canvas of chrome, carbon fiber, and scar tissue. He moved with a practiced grace that belied his deadly skills, a ghost in a city of shadows. El Corsario tried to outrun his past, but the data trails of his past life clung to him like phantoms. He found himself drawn back into the deadly underbelly of Cartagena.
The past. It never really goes away, does it? It just hides in the shadows, waiting to pounce.
Club Zafira pulsed with a kinetic energy that bordered on frantic. Bodies moved under strobing lights, enhanced limbs blurring in the darkness. On the stage, a figure moved with the sinuous grace of a digital serpent. This was Zafira, the hacker dancer, her body a living work of art, her limbs a fusion of flesh and tech, moved with an uncanny fluidity. Her fingers danced across a holographic keyboard, weaving lines of code into her movements. She wasn't just dancing, she was transmitting data, a secret language, hidden in plain sight. Data that could bring down an empire. Data that General Shiro Tanaka desperately wanted.
Every move is a message, every step a signal. They think I'm just a dancer, but I'm so much more. The data, it's all here, hidden in the rhythm.
General Shiro Tanaka, a ruthless industrialist, was a man who saw the future in lines of code and the glint of polished steel. His enforcers, the Mecha Ronin, were cybernetic nightmares, each one a walking arsenal, their movements a terrifying ballet of violence. But Tanaka's true weapon was his ruthlessness, his desire to control not just Cartagena, but the flow of information across the entire southern grid. He had his eyes set on Zafira and the data she possessed.
The future belongs to those who can seize it with an iron grip.
Los Jaguares, a band of cybernetically enhanced street fighters, knew every inch of Cartagena. Led by the imposing figure of La Madre Jaguar, they were a force to be reckoned with. They moved with the agility of jungle cats, their enhanced bodies a blur of motion. They had a score to settle with Tanaka.
We have waited long enough. The time to strike is now.
Their leader, La Madre Jaguar, a woman whose cybernetic enhancements seemed to amplify her primal strength, saw an opportunity in El Corsario and Zafira. An alliance was formed, a desperate gamble against a common enemy.
Together, we can bring down Tanaka. For Cartagena, for our future.
And so, a pact was forged in the shadows of the city, a fragile alliance against a towering adversary.